Good morning, everybody. My name is Nate Morris, and I'd like to welcome you back to another video. Today we're out here at Citrus County Speedway in Florida for the INEX Winter Nationals. My goals for this week are to be able to qualify into all the features and try to run top 15. There are 39 semi-pro drivers racing this week, but INEX will only start 24 cars, and 20 of those will be locked in on time. I'm off to a good start, as in qualifying today, I ran a 15:38, which locked me into 18th place for the feature. So we're already 1 for 1 on features made this week. I ran some solid laps in the 2 days of practice that we had last Friday and Saturday, but on Saturday we struggled with our new motor losing power. The new MT09 motors that Legends cars use don't have a physical throttle cable between the gas pedal and the motor. Instead, it's all run by a computer, and that computer was cutting power for a couple of seconds when I tried to accelerate coming off of the turns. This placed me in danger of being run over from behind, which, in a race with 24 cars, is not exactly an issue that you want to have. But we got all those issues ironed out by the end of Saturday, and so today I'm ready to just go out and see what we can do. Thank y'all for clicking on this video. I hope y'all enjoy it, and let's get into it. Well, that wasn't the start I wanted right there. I'm still trying to figure out how this throttle pedal works, and on the start I just got a little bit too deep into it and spun the rear tires real bad and lost about 4 spots. And by the time I was starting to get back into a rhythm, the motor started to develop a skip, and on the straightaways and a little bit coming out of the corners, it would just lose acceleration for a split second and then come right back. And it was just costing me a lot of time, especially getting out of the corners, on acceleration. So there's not a whole lot I can do about it. I'm going to try to hang on to the back of the field here and hope I can do something. But I decided to stop under caution, try to recycle the motor, see if that helped anything, and unfortunately it didn't. Daggummit. One problem after another here. Good grief. That guy he got turned up in front of us there, and we all checked up, and the car behind me, he didn't check up a lick. Just kept his foot in it, looked like. Got up on the back of me and did a donut. Ah, man, that's frustrating. I mean, you know it's a race car. It's going to get hurt at some point, but I didn't think it'd be the first race out. But, man, that is just frustrating. And with the engine issues, they've been going the whole time. So, yeah, this is not that fun of a race at this point. Well, that's frustrating. After that, we didn't do a whole lot. We had maybe 5 or 6 more green flag laps, and I didn't really do much there. I kind of tagged around at the back. I just didn't have the power. The car was skipping so bad at that point that I just couldn't make any headway. And before long, a caution came out and it started to rain a little bit. And so they were just having us drive around and wait to see if it was going to rain or not going to rain and what was going to happen. At that point, we had about 2 laps left. And so I just decided to pull off the track because I knew I wasn't going to finish any better than I already was. And I didn't really just want to ride around in the rain just to finish the same as where I was. So I pulled off and called it a day for that race. We decided that for tomorrow's race that we're going to pull out our backup car, which is the car that we raced all of last year and raced at the road course a couple weeks ago. And we're going to see what I can do in that. So let's see what happens there. All right, y'all. Tuesday, I got back in the sedan and I struggled really badly. Unfortunately, all the things that we were excited about with the coupe are just the opposite with the sedan. And one of those things is how heavy the car is and how bad the weight transfer is. Because compared to the coupe, the sedan has much more weight in the rear end. And so when it gets out a little bit sideways, it wants to continue sliding, whereas the coupe, you can bring it back pretty quick. And it just doesn't get as sideways in the first place. So I did a lot of drifting today, and I really was struggling to get a lap laid down. In qualifying, I ran a 15:42, which put me in 32nd, which was 6th for the second B main. So I do have a chance to transfer through. I've got to be in that top 2 in the B main, and let's see if we can make it 100% on A mains made this week.
Main number 2, and we're underway.
Gas him up, let's go fast. Josh Lowe at the bottom of the racetrack, the 23 out front.
Healy to the extreme outside is going to move the 27 to position number 2, and Brucker's going to try to come through at position number 3. Ashton, they are all fighting for those spots up front.
Seems like they got it a little bit figured out now as... That 25 right on the back bumper of the 22. That is currently the battle for 5th as, the 22 gets loose and slides up the racetrack, but he's able to save it, but going to start in the back there.
All right, y'all. That's all for today. We didn't have any yellows to bunch the field back up, so we all just kind of stayed where we were. Unfortunately, today we just didn't have the speed to be competitive. I was alright for the first 2 laps, but I got loose in turn 3 and just struggled from there on out. Then the 22 got into me a couple times, and I tried to move him back, but I guess I just got in a little too hot. This was definitely not the way I wanted to start the week. We did good qualifying into the feature on Monday, but once we got into the race, it just went downhill. And then getting into the sedan was probably a poor decision. We've decided that we'll race the coupe on Wednesday because even if it skips, it's got to be better than this. But thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.